I'm here with Aaron McHardy, the gameplay director for the FIFA franchise. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So, the tactical defending was a real game changer for 12. How are you refining and improving that and finding a balance for the casual fans who maybe struggled with the new controls?
Yeah, we made the change to bring in tactical defending last year to great effect, but I think it was a bit challenging for some people to come to terms with that first. We anticipated that and we knew that was going to be the case, but I think the benefits to putting that system in outweighed the risks of creating that challenge. But some of the places that we had that challenge is opportunities for you to win back the ball on the defensive side of the game. And in essence, what we've done this year is we focused on that for FIFA 13, and one of our tenets that we're living by is creating true battles for possession, and that's been a focus for us this year. And we've done that with two features. First is our new and improved version of the player impact engine, and the second one is first touch control. What we've done in first touch control is we've changed the way that people control the ball in difficult situations. So no longer will every player in the game have a near perfect touch in every circumstance when the ball comes. We're going to do more, much like our kicking error system, to understand the contexts that go into it. To each time you control the ball. Is the ball moving fast? Is the ball coming from the skies? Is there a player on my back harassing me? Is it raining? Am I very good at controlling the ball? And taking all of these things into account to give you a realistic outcome for the situation that you're in. In doing that, what we ultimately are doing is creating situations in difficult circumstances in the game where the ball might get away from a player, and there is more of an opportunity for you to win back possession, to use your skills that you've learned in using tactical defending in FIFA 12 and apply them to have that battle for possession in FIFA 13. On top of that, on the player impact engine side of things, we've done a lot of work to work on the effects of push-pull and some of the mechanics that you have in defending to increase the arsenal of weapons that you have in going into defending in FIFA 13, so that there are more opportunities for you to win back possession for your team.
What about, you talk briefly about the player impact. What about the referees? I mean, how are you sorting out? Because there's many a time in 12 where I'm pretty sure I had a penalty and I didn't get the penalty, and that was because of the player impact engine. How are you ironing out those problems?
Yeah, so moving from 11 to 12, we implemented the player impact engine. While that created infinite interactions between two players on the pitch, it also created an infinite number of ways to realize what had happened in the situation for the referee, and that's a very difficult problem to come to terms with. In FIFA 11 it was very black and white. We knew on one frame when the player was going to stumble, if he had already touched the ball, or if he got the player first. It was a very black and white decision. Now the interactions between players happen over multiple frames, which is a lot more difficult for you to understand when the foul actually took place. You might come in and bounce me, put me off balance, and then leave me and somebody else finishes me off. Where did that foul actually happen? Did it start with you or did it start with this player? What we've done this year is we've re-architected the way that the referee works, so he has all of that information at his disposal. Last year he had a limited bit of information from the player impact engine of what happened and who fell and who stumbled and when the ball was touched. Now he has all of that information at his disposal to make a more educated decision of what's happened in the game, and the result is we get better foul decisions and we get better carding decisions all over the pitch.
Excellent. Some of the little touches that you put in the game, I believe you called them gameplay nuggets. Yeah. What kind of little treats have you got for us this year?
I'm glad that term's carrying over from previous years. I like to call them gameplay nuggets, and the whole idea is we don't really tell everybody about them and the things they'll find. But I did let one go in the presentation there in the fundamentals section that I think is one of our FIFA gameplay nuggets for FIFA 13, and that's shielding the ball out of play behavior. A lot of the times when we try and create these moments that sort of surprise you and you say, wow, that's really cool, I never expected that to happen. It's a moment that you expected to happen, you just didn't expect that we would make it happen for you. And that's very much one of those moments in the game where people are chasing down a ball and they super cancel. And because they super cancel, they're trying to not trap the ball that's going out of play. Instead, they're just trying to hold off that defender. So we recognize that situation this year, and we've added the ability and animation so that when you do that in that scenario in the game, your player will actually hold off that defender because we know that that's what you were trying to do. And it's one of those moments where you kind of do this not really expecting the game to give you what you want, and then when it does, you sort of say, oh my God, they've thought of that too. So that's kind of how we focus on those things. So there's one little nugget that I'll give you. There's going to be more than that in the game.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Thank you.